All of this activity is pushing inland. It's pushing all of the water inland as well.
As you can see, the waves are just crashing up here at the seawall. No telling when it will stop coming in like this, but one thing's for sure, at this point, the water is on the rise, and this storm is far from being over.
It is coming in fast, and it is deepening quickly, and we are going to seek higher ground right now, but this gives you some idea of the power of this storm. I think it's pretty tremendous. It's the strongest wind I've ever seen in my life.
Okay. Okay, it's time to go.
And across the street is supposed to be the 8 flags display. The 8 flags display is gone.
The President Casino doesn't exist in the Broadwater Marina. It's not there. It's just gone.
This is the Grand Casino barge, which is washed up across Highway 90, about to the site where Tullis Manor was located.
I actually was in Kiev, Ukraine, when Hurricane Katrina was making news in the United States. So my perspective is a little bit different, but I knew it had to be a very large and impactful story because it was actually one of the top stories in Ukraine at the same time.
I remember President Bush coming on television saying, "You guys need to evacuate. This is a major emergency."
I urge all citizens to put their own safety and the safety of their families first by moving to safe ground.
I remember seeing so many people devastated, losing their homes, losing their families, being separated from their families and their children and not knowing where anyone was.
You can't find your wife?
Oh, she told me, but she told me I tried. I hold her hand tight as I could, and she told me, "You can't hold me." She said, "Take care of the kids and the grandkids."
It just the wind and all the damage was just something you've never seen before, really, other than in movies.
I remember watching it on the news because I grew up in Florida, and I understand why a lot of people stayed. A lot of people that aren't from around there just can't understand why people stayed and why wouldn't you evacuate, why, you know, this is kind of your fault. But you don't think like that when you live around there. It's your home. You don't want to leave it.
Right after the hurricane happened that August, like, all of the people were talking, and it was on the news, and everyone was trying to help, and I felt compelled to help, and I really felt pretty strongly about that, but I didn't know what to do.
I wanted to do something. So I remember I went to send diapers and food, coloring books, you know, things like that, but I never felt like I did enough.
I've never really been on a trip where I've gone to like help other people, and I like helping other people, so I decided to give it a try.
I was hopeful that eventually I would be able to go with a team, and this particular team was my opportunity to go.
I always wanted to go down there, but I didn't have the opportunity to, so I guess that just presented me with a good opportunity.
I kind of knew what they were going through, and I know even with a little hurricane that just cleaning up your own house can take a few weeks, and then for an entire coast to get blown out, I mean, I knew they needed help, and it's always nice to help other people. And when you're on break and you're in college, you're probably not doing anything that's worth much. So
it was kind of a big event, so I thought if I went and helped out, it would kind of make that part of American history part of my life too.
I'm not of the camp that can stay up all night. I have to get at least a little sleep, but you're definitely a little delirious with only 2 hours of sleep under your belt.
I did not go into the trip very well rested. And getting up and meeting the group at Goodson Chapel on the campus of Shenandoah University to head over to Dulles Airport, and then to be invited to drive the van over, as tired as I was to begin with, I would say, well, you know, this may turn out to be a real example of the week ahead. Finding the strength somewhere to do the job that needed to be done.